Happy International Women's Day to all women in the house, and to men who follow me. Happy International Women's Day to you also. It's good to appreciate the women who are around us. So this year it's happening on the 8th of March. It's on a Friday. And as usual, women are expecting gifts from their men. They're expecting good messages. They're expecting nice things to be done unto them. Then in the corporate world today, the women have to be acknowledged. Maybe chocolates will be bought for them. And I thought to myself, as we celebrate International Women's Day, am I an international woman? Can I be celebrated? Normally, we will see maybe women in business holding a conference, CEOs of various organizations coming together to empower people. But at a personal level, what is there for me to celebrate about myself? So I want us to discuss about becoming the woman of my dreams. I feel I'm living the life I had prayed for, and even the things I desired that I have not yet gotten them, I believe I'm on a journey towards achieving them. So let us find out how. When we were growing up, there are people we looked up to. For example, maybe you looked up to your headmaster, you looked up to your mother. For my case, having grown up in the village, I didn't want the life of my mother. I didn't want to wake up, kwenda kwa shamba, kulima, nirudi, nikamue, nipike, nifanye nini. I didn't want that life. And I could tell my mom, mi sipendi kulima. Then she was like, if unataka kutorokea jembe, then lazima usome kwa bidii. So I had to work so hard. Even on school holidays, I want to read and read because I believe me, I'm meant to wake up, nikae smart, nivae moshino, nivae heels, niende kwa ofisi, sio kwenda kwa shamba. To date, me, I don't like kulima. So I feel the woman of my dream has been fulfilled because now, mi huamka kwenda kwa ofisi. I thank God for that, yeah. Not that I worked so hard, lakini nilikuwa najua lazima ningesoma kwa bidii ndio nilive hii maisha ya kuwork kwa ofisi. So I'm happy for that. And anyone who has that dream, maybe you see a woman driving and you are like, I would want to be like that woman. I would want to raise my kids in this way. So it's important you know who you are right now. Mimi kama Jane, mimi ni nani? Niko na uwezo gani at this point? What can I use to my advantage? Then number 2, what do I want for my life? Do I want to drive? Do I want to go travel? Do I want to go to international companies? Do I want children? And number 3, where do I want to go in future? What's my goal? What am I working towards every other single day? So that is the reference point for you to become the woman of your dreams. Know who you are, what you want, and where you want to go. My spending habits used to be so pathetic. Like today I have money, tomorrow I don't have money. And this did not start when I started getting my own money. Even in high school, I would be given pocket money. I spend like half of it on the day we are going back to school, buying tops, buying what, buying all manner of rubbish. Then in 2 weeks time after getting back to school, my pocket money is finished. So when I started working, the same habit formed. Once we are paid, I spend the money even on things I don't need. Then after a few days, I don't even have money to spend on my necessities. And I asked myself, Jane, is this the kind of a woman you want to be? Are you happy with how you're spending your money? Why do you have these bad money habits? Why do you get your money and within no time, you don't have money? So I realized it's an issue to do with how I was raised up, and I knew I really didn't want to continue living like this. So I had to make a conscious habit of how I handle money. Lazima niheshimu hii pesa. I can't be working hard for 30 days and then the money comes and goes in 2 days. So I'm forever broke. That is not the woman I desire to be. I need to be a responsible woman who is able to manage her finances well. So I'm glad you can check out my previous video on my payday routine. Find out what I do to make sure I am not pathetic. I'm not forever broke. I used to be so good at procrastinating. Like, I'm given work today, I'll wait until the last minute for me to do it. I'm supposed to file my returns, nitazifile on 30th June. Hiyo asubuhi ya deadline. And that led me to missing a lot of opportunities because sometimes you're supposed to apply for a job application. You don't send it in good time, and by the time you remember, isha apita. You fail your work. If work is not urgent, you don't do. Like, sikukuwa na hiyo pressure. I always felt like I have a lot of time. Until one point, my dad called me home. He was not feeling well. And I kept saying, nitaenda hii weekend, nitaenda next weekend, nitaenda, tukilipwa. All those manner of excuses that we normally give ourselves. And then he happened to have died before we met, so I didn't know what he was telling me. And you see, this is something I would not have taken back to time so that I can get to know what he was telling me. He was forever gone. And we didn't meet just because I'm a procrastinator, and that habit had to really stop because I realized it is affecting me in all ways. So today, I have a motto. If I can do it today, I'll just do it. If I need to call someone, let me call them. Mtu akiniambia nilikuwa nataka tuonane, nilikuwa nataka tufanye hii kashughuli, I'll show up. I no longer procrastinate unless there's a good reason for me to postpone it to a later date, which I'm committed to. I would rather I diarize it, but nisi procrastinate. We don't have all the time in this world. You are only sure of this moment you have right now. So I challenge you, people who say they work under pressure, it's not like you work well under pressure. You're just good at procrastinating, and it has its own consequences in the long run. So the woman of my dreams right now is not a procrastinator. I handle things with urgency. Mi ndo ujipea pressure. Kabla hiyo external pressure ikuje, I've already pressured myself enough and done what I'm supposed to do. I focus more on my feminine energy because for the longest, I was radiating masculine energy. You know, masculine energy is the energy of giving, the energy of wanting to take the leadership, energy of wanting to control things. So I'm no longer a control freak. I want to be on this receiving end. I don't want to shout. You know, we've grown up and work in environments that require us to step up. Like what a man can do, a woman can do better. If a man is going for this managerial position, even me as a woman, I want to go for that position. So that competitive nature, I'll take it from work and transfer it to dating. Then it will look like I'm competing with my man. At the end of the day, I feel frustrated because kwani unaniambia nini? Si tuende hapa, tuna meet lini, you know, that strong independent kind of a thing. And at some point now, I realized I usually feel drained in this relationship. These relationships do not even work because instead of attracting masculine guys, I'm attracting feminine people. And if a man is masculine, then I put him off. So nili have to look back. I'm now a soft person. I let other people lead me. I don't want always to be under control. The woman of my dreams is living in abundance. I believe there's everything for everyone. I think opportunities are there for each one of us. Si ati lazima ninyakue juu vitu zinakuja kuisha. Si lazima nikue so stingy on how I'm spending money, and sometimes actually when spending money on myself because I'm scared hii pesa itaisha. So now I spend, well, I'm spending with something I've planned on, not the impulse buying we ladies do. Because I believe there is more. God has given me enough to cater for my needs. Sikuzaliwa nikuwe maskini, sikuzaliwa niishi kuteseka. So kwa nini najitesa? Why am I always picking the cheapest food on the menu even when I have the money? Then the money eventually comes to an end. So me, I believe in abundance. I believe in great things, and I'm living that life. I'm living to that word. Even when I don't have, I know eventually I'm going to get it. So siko hapo under scarcity money mindset, najiambia hey, lazima nifinye hapa, unajua siwezi nunua hiki, hizi ni za watu, you know. And it has taken effort. It has taken me a journey. I've had to heal my childhood traumas. Okay, I'm not yet fully recovered, but I'm better off. I know where I'm coming from. Nimehave kuacha tabia za people pleasing. I'm no longer having that toxic empathy. So I would encourage everyone, enda kama ni therapy, read those books, watch those videos. You need to heal your childhood traumas. If at all you want to live a fulfilled life or living like the woman you've always wanted to be. The woman of my dreams is very intentional on who she allows in her life, intentional on the things she wants to do, intentional on how she's mothering her child, intentional even with friendships, intentional with social media. I've had to unfollow people who do not, I feel like they don't add value to my life. I've had to unfollow people who I feel like seeing them drains me. I have had to mute people because we are not radiating on the same level. I know my space. I know who to let in. I know when to let go. I don't hold on to things that are not even meant to me. And even the way I pursue things, the job I'm pursuing, the jobs I chase, the deals I'm looking for, my circle, be it my siblings, be it my sisters, I'm very intentional on how I show up as a friend, on how I show up as a mother, and how I show up as an in-law. So intentional is my word. I don't just go with the flow. Najua kitambo sikukuwa na mnaenda hivi twende. Amkuji ni sawa hata mimi sita, now I choose me. I've had to reinvent myself and level up. You can check my 3 level up episodes on YouTube. The woman of my dreams is a God-fearing woman. I don't only look up to God when I'm going through troubles, and that is when I pray hard. That's when I tithe. Every day I acknowledge God. I'm very intentional going to church, taking my child to Sunday school, attending those prayer meetings, attending those Bible studies, because I believe I'm supposed to be a God-fearing woman. So it is a lifestyle. Like, God got my back every day. So I have to look for him. I have to encourage myself in the Lord when times are good and even when times are bad. There are times I could not even go to church because naenda church could do preaching in a bomb, maybe sometimes too siko tu najisikia sijisikii, sina psych. And so siku hizi nimeacha hiyo tabia. I pray a lot. I pray like nikiwa kwa barabara, nikiamka, like every moment I'm looking up to God to guide me. I believe there's the God's grace is sufficient in my life, so I have to keep pouring myself. I have to keep reading the Bible. I have to keep encouraging myself in the Lord. So I think that's it about today. I wish everyone a happy International Mother's Day. And I would want to challenge you as we look up to big women in our society, as we look up to women who've made it in business, women who've made it in career. What are you looking forward to you at a personal level? What do people think about you when they see you? Are you the kind of a person that people can invite in a panel because you are a person of good character? You are a person who is admired. Ama wewe uko tu hapo. So I wish everyone a happy International Mother's Day. May you enjoy and may God bless you. Please subscribe to my channel, like and comment down below. What are you doing on your not Mother's Day, on the happy International Women's Day? How are you celebrating yourself? What do you have to say? What are you looking up to today? And so that's it. Until next time, nawalomboto. Bye. Adios.